It's been a while. My last video was over 4 months ago, which is by far the longest break I've taken from this channel since I started it. I figured I'd give a brief update on why I took such a long break and what I hope this channel will be in the future. So, while I haven't made any videos in a while, I'm still doing a ton of climate activism. In fact, I'm more involved than ever, which is why I haven't had time for this. For years, I've done a lot of climate organizing not related to this channel. In high school, I was a member of Youth v. Oil, an awesome youth climate action group based out of my home of San Diego. And at the same time, I regularly volunteered for the climate action group San Diego 350 and led one of their campaigns. In college, I've taken my organizing even further. I'm on the leadership of the Climate Justice League, the climate action group at the University of Oregon, where I'm currently co-leading the campaign to get UO to divest from fossil fuels and electrify campus. Additionally, I work with some of the off-campus groups that push for the end of fossil fuel use in Eugene. Furthermore, over the past year, I've gotten involved in the movement to get my university to divest from the genocide in Palestine, as well as the war machine as a whole. Fighting climate change, ending war, and building a more equitable future are all inseparable. So I similarly see climate activism as inseparable from any other movement trying to build a more just world. All this is to say, I'm really busy. I love making videos for this channel. It lets me deeply research topics I'm interested in, practice my communication skills, and do what I can to help make the world better. That being said, there are only so many hours in the day, and I'm even more fond of community organizing for climate action. There's nothing better than working with a group of people to try to make the world better. Being in a space where everyone truly cares about the people and life on this planet, and where everyone is fighting like hell to make things better, is the most empowering and fulfilling thing there is. It gives me so much hope for the future. There's a lot to feel unhopeful or anxious about right now, as there are so many major problems and it can all seem incredibly daunting. But through community organizing, you see that in spite of everything, there are so many people trying to make a difference. There are people highlighting the best parts of our world and improving all of the not as great parts. There's nothing better than being in a space like that. There's nothing better than being part of the change. I also know that the time I spend organizing is much more impactful than the time I spend doing this. While I love making these videos and I hope they have an impact on people, it's not the same as actually pressuring governments to take action and building the support structures needed to get people through the perils of a warming world. So while I like making these videos, my time spent organizing is much more fulfilling and impactful, which is why this channel has been less of a focus as I have drastically ramped up my activism. I'm going to keep making videos for this channel. There are other topics I want to cover, and I find a lot of value in doing this. But given that I spend an ever-increasing amount of time organizing for climate action, and that I'm a full-time college student, this channel will continue to take a back seat. I'm not going to post videos with much frequency or regularity going forward, but there will be more to come. Until then, keep learning everything you can about the climate crisis and don't be afraid to use your voice. And I can't stress this enough. Consider getting involved in community organizing. There are so many groups doing amazing things across the country, and there are ways you can help no matter your past experience or the amount of time you have to contribute. It may seem a little intimidating to get involved, but if you find the right group and give it a real shot, you'll see how wonderful it is. We can create a better world for everyone. So let's get to work.